If you don't know what your credit score is, you're not alone. Many Canadians don't know their credit score or even know that there's a detailed accounting on all of their credit cards, credit lines, loans, and even cell phone payments. It can all be found in a report called a credit bureau. During the Pinsky Mortgages initial consultation, one of our brokers will go over your complete credit report with you. And as an added bonus, we'll teach you how to read it and give you advice in order to improve it if needed. For now, I'd love to give you 4 tips to give you a great credit score. For starters, you need to have credit. It may be surprising, but it's true that your credit score goes up as more credit is available to you. The next time your bank asks you if you want to increase your credit card's available limit, say yes, because it can actually improve your credit score. As an aside, regardless of your credit score, when it comes to mortgages, lenders want to make sure that you pass their 2-2-2 rule. Have at least 2 credit items for the past 2 years that have a limit of at least $2,000 each. If all you have is a credit card for the past few years, but it's at $4,000, you still need to get another credit card or a line of credit. Second, it may seem obvious, but you also have to pay your bills on time. The longer you've had credit cards and loans outstanding that you've paid on time, the higher your credit score will be. Now, paying your bills on time is not only for your car payments and credit cards. It also applies to other monthly payments such as your cell phone and even unpaid parking tickets. Yes, parking tickets from that lot down the street can ruin your credit score until you pay them off. Quick tip, if you've moved and you've not updated the banks or cell phone company or the lender that you have, it's possible that the old address is being mailed your overdue notices. Always triple check to see if you still owe anything on old credit cards that you no longer use daily. The absolute worst thing is when somebody comes to us and said they paid off their credit card, but that credit card still had an additional few dollars of interest outstanding, and it becomes a balance. We've seen someone's credit truly impacted because of $2 late interest payments before. Third, your credit improves the longer you've had credit. So it helps to start as soon as possible. The longer you've had a clean record of paying your credit cards, loans, or other credit items, the better your credit score becomes. Quick tip number 2, if you share a credit card with a parent or a spouse, it's possible that your card is actually not reporting on your credit bureau or building your credit. This is because you're likely a co-signer. A co-signer means that you have signing authority, but you're not fully liable. Your credit is not being impacted. If you want your credit to grow, you must either have your own credit card or be a co-applicant. The fastest way to check to see if your shared credit card is reporting on your own bureau is to either check your mobile banking app or check your credit by requesting a free yearly report from Canada's 2 credit bureaus, TransUnion and Equifax. Finally, be sure to keep a low balance on your credit cards and lines of credit, otherwise known as revolving credit items. One of the least known but impactful ways to improve your credit is to only use a small portion of the available credit at any given time. The term here used is utilization. What this means is that if you use a low proportion of your credit card limit on a monthly basis, your credit score should actually increase over time. It's a good rule of thumb to only use around 40% of your available credit. So, for instance, if you have a $5,000 credit card, and on average you have $4,000 of expenses on your card before you pay it off, there's 2 things you can do. The easiest would be to pay your card mid-month at around $2,000 or 40% of $5,000. The second is to ask your bank to increase your limit from $5,000 to $10,000. Both are good options, but the second has 2 positive impacts. The first is that you're now at 40%, and the second is that the bank is providing you with more credit. To recap, the 4 items for better credit are: have credit, pay your bills on time, start as soon as possible, and keep your credit balance low. If you can do these 4 things, you'll be able to maintain a high credit score or increase your credit score pretty quickly. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Eitan Pinsky at Pinsky Mortgages, a Vancouver, British Columbia-based mortgage team. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with somebody who you think could benefit from the information. And as always, if you ever have any home financing questions, please don't hesitate to contact me or any of our amazing team members.